Hey guys, what's up? This is Mel, and it is January 10th, 2016. So happy New Year, everybody. Hope you guys had a great holiday. Spend it with family, friends. You just enjoying the holiday cheer. But now let's get back to business because TV shows are starting up again. And for this video, I thought I would talk about a brand new TV show called Shadowhunters, which is based off of the book series The Mortal Instruments by Cassandra Clare. And this TV show is actually premiering this Tuesday, January 12th, on ABC Family, being renamed to Freeform at 9 o'clock. So I thought this video I would talk about the release trailer that we got, as well as the 7-minute sneak peek exclusive that they released. I thought I'd just share my thoughts, tell you guys what I think about it, and just put my general thoughts in video format, just to kind of start off the new playlist, because I'll definitely be back Tuesday night talking about the premiere episode for sure. So mark your calendar for that. So just a quick reminder, guys. I have only read the first 3 books of the series. So that's City of Bones, City of Ash, and City of Glass. And that was all the way back in 2009 when City of Glass was still pretty new on the shelf. So I haven't read anything after that. So just a quick reminder for you guys, spoiler alert for sure. My memory's kind of foggy on what's happened, but I know the basic gist of what happens in the first 3 books. But it's been like, what, 7 years now since wow, it's been that long. Okay, that didn't even occur to me until now. But yeah, so spoiler alert for anyone who hasn't read the books, or even if anyone who hasn't seen the TV show. I haven't either at this point since it hasn't premiered, but I'm just telling you now, spoiler alert. Okay, so getting right to it, for the official trailer, the one I saw included the trailer and then also with all like clips from the TV show that they use, and then there's part of a trailer that's kind of like promotional setup type thing, like it's not stuff you would find in the TV show, if that makes sense. So I'll talk about that first, but let's start my 10-minute clock like always, and let's begin. Okay, so we definitely see the see glimpses of the Fight Club scene, which is definitely how Clary gets sucked into the shadow hunting world, and the way it's presented in the preview, even in the sneak peek later on, which I'll touch upon later, it seems a lot more in depth than I remember it being in the books. If I remember correctly, it was only the one downworlder that Jace, Alec, and Isabel were going after in the club Pandemonium. And when they killed this demon or downworlder, whatever you want to call it, that's when Clary witnesses it, and that's it. In this case, it seems to be a lot more elaborate, a lot more different. So it's a very different take on that introduction. So I thought that was pretty great. And I'll talk more about it later, but there also are snippets of Jocelyn, Clary's mother, being vague about how Clary is special and she's more than what she thinks she is. She actually shows revealing the rune on her own arm. And I do remember distinctly that this is very different from the books, because by the time Clary is sucked into this world, she doesn't have time to go to her mother because she finds her mom's taken. So that's another distinct difference that I'm interested to see go forward for sure. There's definitely tension between Jace and Clary throughout the trailer. It's very obvious. You can't miss it for sure. I can't wait to see how that progresses as well for them, to see if it matches how it is in the books, how it matches to its film adaptation back in 2013. And I believe it's 2013, I'll have to double check. Or to see if it's just going to have its own progression on the show itself. Another difference is the fact that it's mentioned specifically that everything started unfolding for Clary on her 18th birthday. In the books, Clary actually starts out being 15 in City of Bones, and I think she actually has her 16th birthday somewhere in the middle of the first book, so that's another big difference for sure. And the second part of the trailer, the part that shows like promotional stances, like characters posing in certain ways or different elements representing different characters, I'll definitely put a link to the actual trailer that I saw down in the description box below, so you kind of get what I'm feeling. But the piece that showed Simon, it was very distinct on the fact of the different stages of life that Simon goes through. And spoiler right now, but the blood leaking from Simon's mouth, and the fact that you see 3 versions of Simon, it's very telling, or alludes to what his future has in store for him. He's not just Clary's human best friend, if you know what I mean. There's also signs of Luke being a downworlder as well, aka a werewolf, so that's always nice to see. Just little signs like that is what I really liked about the trailers. The fact that people who are fans of the book, who have read the book, will know what these little signs mean in association with different characters. But for people who aren't aware of the books and are just watching the trailer for like their interests and stuff to see if it's something they like, it's definitely a fun mystery for them for sure. It's not like, here are the answers, but here's a way for you to figure out the answers type of thing. You also get a little bit of a Magnus and Alec thing going on, so kind of know, if you've read the books, you kind of know where they go down for sure together. Just saying. Okay, so sorry for my throat. It's been a while since I've recorded anything so long. But let's get down to the 7-minute sneak peek trailer, which is basically, I think this is a direct clip from the premiere episode, because it starts off with Alec, Jace, and Isabel following a shape-shifting, I think it's a demon or downworlder. It's definitely a shape-shifting supernatural being. And what I really like about this sequence, even though it's just showing the 3 of them following this shapeshifter, what I really like is how they show their supernatural abilities. We get to see Alec disappear in like a high jump from the shapeshifter. We get to see Isabel jumping and running really fast despite her being in high heels. And we see it done after she reveals a rune on her arm. And without explaining what the rune does or how she's supposed to get this extra speed from the way it's executed in the scene, you are to make the connection that because of this mark on her arm, that is why she has that extra ability. So I really like the way that was demonstrated. It's very clear. There's no question about how she got all that extra ability from. So there's that. I really like that with the shapeshifter. We're actually seeing it before our eyes. It's not like you see in one frame it's one person and then it shifts angles and then it's a different person in their place. Here on screen, in one single take, you actually see them shift before your eyes. I really like how it's demonstrating how a shapeshifter in this world operates. Another difference, I believe, is the fact that Clary confronts Chase outside the club, not inside. But it's definitely clear that Chase is invisible to Simon, although Clary has, aka the sight. So it's very different from the books. It's very different from how they portrayed it in the film adaptation for sure. So that was pretty interesting to see. And we see that it's because of this encounter, that's why Clary goes into the club instead of originally how she just goes in to celebrate with Simon as in the book. So that's another difference. It's a welcome difference for sure. Many different things happen in the club actually that we get to see. It's definitely a lot more than I remember happening in the book, in the first book. We see a trade-off between downworlders or demons or... Anyways, we see the shapeshifter trading human blood, mundane blood, with 2 guys dressed in suits with sunglasses on inside of a club with strobe lights going on. I mean, if that's not suspicious enough, who wears sunglasses in a very dark room? That just makes no sense. That should immediately draw suspicion towards them. But anyways, you see Magnus as well. And you see Clary being mistaken for Jocelyn by those men in black suit wannabes. So even that comment they made is very telling on the fact that her mother is apparently been dead for 18 years. So, and we also see a display of magic from Magnus when he confronts these men in black, or he calls them circle members. And I really like this display of magic. It really shows this intimidating vibe from Magnus, and the fact that it's his territory that the club is in. So it's like kind of don't mess with me type thing. So we see Clary try to get into the back, following Chase, Alec, and Isabel. And back there is where this big fight occurs, when they're not just taking on the shapeshifter, they're actually taking on a whole bunch of other downloaders, which is definitely a lot more than I remember from the books. And it's definitely a great display of skill from all three Shadowhunters, a great display of weaponry, and teamwork for sure. It's very impressive, and I really like that, even though Clary is freaked out from the fact that she just walked in and apparently killed some guys, possibly. So there's that, and even though she runs off, she even bumps into Magnus, which in the book I don't think that happens quite yet. To be honest, I think the Shadowhunters take her to Magnus later on, but here she bumps into him without even realizing it. So that's another difference that I'm happy to see unfold. And then we see her leave very quickly, even though those men in black suit circle members are watching her leave. So that's very suspicious, and it has me worried. But yeah, there's definitely differences here and there, but overall the gist is pretty much the same as the books, which I really like that. I definitely can't wait to see how much the TV show follows the book series, and if they do follow it, at what pace are we going to see it? Is this first season going to cover just the City of Bones stuff, or is it just going to cover a certain aspect of the first book and then go into it later on? It definitely be very interesting. We definitely got to see how the book unfolded in the film adaptation, with only 2 hours to work with, but with the TV show we definitely get more hours to work with, so it's very interested, and there goes my timer. I'm very interested to see how it all unfolds. So what did you guys think about all the sneak peeks or the trailers for this new TV show? If you want, let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear about it. I'm definitely seeing a lot about it through Tumblr. It definitely has a lot of connections being made, a lot of people associating or connecting some aspects from the books to what they've released about the TV show so far. So that's always been great to find. If you have anything like that, let me know in the comments below. I'd love to check it out. If you like, I hope you like this video, and subscribe to my channel. And if you want, share this video with anyone else you think will be interested in the new TV show. And don't forget, this Tuesday is the series premiere for Shadowhunters on Freeform, aka ABC Family, at 9 o'clock. So check your local listings for that. And then afterwards, I will be recording my thoughts about the series premiere. And then before I go to bed, I'll definitely post my thoughts in another video. And I may or may not have a surprise in store for you that I won't always do every week. So definitely check it out. And sorry for the little pause here and there. It's been a few weeks since I've recorded a video for sure at this length. I'll try to keep it short next time. But yeah, so until next time, this is May and this is Mel. Sorry, wishing you all a Happy New Year once again. Have a great day, have a great week wherever you are, and hopefully you'll come back on Tuesday to see what I have to say on the premiere. If not, don't forget for yourself to check out the series premiere. Give it a chance. So have a good day, everyone. Bye for now.